Someone is controlling your decisions right now. And the terrifying part is, you have absolutely no idea it is happening. Not a government, not a corporation, not even another person. It is something far closer, far more invisible, and far more powerful than any of those things. It lives inside your own mind, and it has been running your life since the moment you were born. Psychologists have known about this for decades. Neuroscientists have mapped it. Behavioral economists have built billion-dollar industries on top of it. But almost no one tells ordinary people what it actually is, because the moment you understand it, you become significantly harder to manipulate. And that is very inconvenient for a lot of powerful systems that depend on you never finding out. So today, we are going to expose it completely. It is called cognitive bias, but not just any single bias. There is one specific psychological mechanism that sits at the root of nearly every bad decision you have ever made, every belief you hold without questioning, and every pattern in your life that keeps repeating no matter how hard you try to break it. It is called confirmation bias, and once you see it, you will never be able to unsee it. Here is how it works. Your brain does not process reality the way a camera does, capturing everything equally, neutrally, without preference. Your brain is not objective. It never was. From the very first moment you form a belief about something, about yourself, about the world, about another person, your brain immediately begins doing something deeply irrational. It starts filtering every new piece of information to protect that belief. Evidence that confirms what you already think, your brain highlights it, remembers it, and files it as proof. Evidence that contradicts what you believe, your brain minimizes it, forgets it, or reframes it until it no longer feels threatening. You are not seeing the world as it is. You are seeing the world as you already believe it to be. And your brain is working full time to make sure nothing disturbs that picture. This is not a flaw in stupid people. This is a flaw in all people. The smarter you are, research shows, the better you are at rationalizing, which often means the smarter you are, the more sophisticated your confirmation bias becomes. Highly intelligent people are not more immune to this trap. In many cases, they are better at building stronger cages around their existing beliefs and calling it logic. Think about a time you were certain about something, a relationship you defended long after the warning signs appeared, a career path you stayed on even when every signal said it was wrong, a belief about yourself that you are not good enough or that people always leave or that success is not meant for you, that you have carried for years without ever genuinely questioning where it came from. Ask yourself honestly, how much of the evidence you gathered about those things was evidence you went looking for? And how much of the evidence you ignored was sitting right in front of you, waiting to be seen? This is confirmation bias operating at full power, and it does not stay in your personal life. It shapes politics, it shapes science, it shapes entire civilizations. In 1972, a team of researchers at Stanford ran an experiment that became one of the most disturbing studies in the history of psychology. They gave participants evidence on both sides of a controversial debate: capital punishment. Some people were in favor, some were against. After reading the exact same set of studies, both groups came away more convinced than ever that their original position was correct. Not less convinced, more. They had read identical information and walked out with opposite conclusions, each group cherry-picking the parts that confirmed what they already believed. The evidence didn't change their minds. Their minds changed the evidence. This is not an old problem. It is an accelerating one. Because now we live inside algorithms. Every platform you spend time on, every feed, every recommendation, every search result is built by systems designed to show you more of what you already engage with, which means more of what you already believe, which means the digital world you inhabit is not reality. It is a mirror, a perfectly engineered, endlessly flattering mirror that reflects your existing worldview back at you until it feels like absolute truth. We have taken a cognitive bias that was already powerful and handed it a machine. And that machine is running 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, inside a device you carry in your pocket and check within minutes of waking up every single morning. The result is a world where people are becoming more certain, more polarized, and more resistant to changing their minds than at any point in modern history. Not because the world is getting simpler, but because the systems around us have gotten extraordinarily good at exploiting the oldest weakness in the human brain. Now consider what this means as artificial intelligence becomes more deeply woven into everyday life. AI systems trained on human data inherit human biases, including confirmation bias, and then amplify them at scale. When an AI recommends a doctor, a lawyer, a news source, or a romantic partner, it is making predictions based on patterns from the past, your past, which means it is, in many cases, confirming who you already are rather than expanding who you could become. The technology is extraordinary, but if we are not conscious of this dynamic, we risk building a future where artificial intelligence doesn't liberate human potential. It calcifies it. The most dangerous prison is the one that feels like home. But here is the extraordinary thing. Awareness is the key. The moment you genuinely understand that your brain is running this filter, right now, in real time, something shifts. You begin to ask different questions. Instead of asking how you can prove you are right, you start asking what it would take to prove you are wrong. Instead of seeking comfort, you start seeking accuracy. And that single shift in mental posture is the difference between a mind that grows and a mind that slowly fossilizes inside its own certainty. The most intelligent thing a human being can do is not to accumulate more information. It is to ruthlessly question the information they already hold. Your beliefs are not your identity. They are your current best guess. And the moment you treat them that way, you stop defending them and start refining them. That is not weakness. That is how wisdom actually works. The psychological trick that has been controlling your life is real, but now you know its name, and knowing its name is the first act of freedom. Subscribe to Future Intelligence, because understanding your own mind is the most powerful thing you will ever do.